I want to discuss mental health in respect to the Latino culture. As I was writing this, a very, very close mentor and very well respected professional that I consider a very important person in my life spoke out. And I'm going to protect their identity because it's not about who it was, but it's about what they said. And it basically just said, hey, cabron, cut it out, pick your head up, breathe, and keep going. You're not the only one dealing with these things. And though I think that tough love and that wisdom is paramount and extremely beneficial, I think that a lot of times people that are in the delicate state of mind that I am in right now aren't going to be too receptive of that. And I think that's because a lot of times we can't see past the pain. And we do kind of need to be coddled. I think that, that tough love is very, very necessary, but I think the delivery has to be there in a way that they're going to receive that. And I receive it because I'm used to tough love, and, I came to my senses. But I don't think everybody's going to be able to do that. But I think it brings larger into question is, kind of the way that the Latino culture deals with mental health. And I think that they don't really deal with it. I think, a lot of times when you talk about bipolar, that I care bipolar, I care depression, mira, you gotta keep fighting, eso es la vida. All that stuff aside, I think that the Latino culture is very, very well misinformed about a lot of things that are very true. And it is very important that these become discussed within our communities to make us stronger so that we're not going back, but we're moving forward. And I think that because of this old, Latino traditions and, the way that they see life being, from gender norms to mental health to sexual identity, everything, I think it's holding us back. And it's not letting us Latinos be all that we can be because of the communities and the norms and the mindsets, the traditions, and just the behaviors that are there. I think it causes so many Latinos to feel constricted, to feel ashamed, to feel afraid, to feel worried, and that can cause these issues to come to light. I'm a product of that. I have an obligation to be a man the way that my family raised me, and I hold that very dear. But there's pieces of that I will never be. And as I become growing and developing, I have accepted that and I have embraced that. And if I don't receive that from mi gente, if I don't receive that from mi familia, that is going to be detrimental to the development of my being. And it is very important that we start to discuss these issues and we start to do something about them and we start to call out the behaviors and the discussions that are going around that are counterproductive to Latino success. And I think that once we can do that, we will see that. And I think there's a huge generational divide between Latinos from my generation and the older generation in the way that we see life, in the way that we view everything. And I think that the older generation needs to understand that and understand that we are the future and understand that the way that we see things, we have already taken in everything you guys have taught us. Now it's time to bring that wisdom and let us use what's going on today to mesh that into something that's better, that we can move forward in. So I just thought that was a really good thing to bring up because I think that tough love and, the culture, I'm not even Latino. I'm Spanish and European. I haven't done the ancestry, but I feel brown in my heart. Soy Mexicano y que, soy Latino. I'm proud because that is the culture, that is the people, that is the food, that is the music, that is the customs that I have adapted to and I have grown up around and I have internalized. But I think there comes a point when we need to respect and love and receive all of that, but there's a time that we need to understand that when that is being debilitating to our progress and to our development. And we need to call into question how we can bring all of that and move forward in a more positive direction.